What up, fellow riders? Trace here with Mountain Bike Action Magazine, and welcome to our first ride video series. Today, we had the pleasure of taking out Trek's all-out cross-country machine known as the Supercaliber. The Supercaliber made its first stealth-like appearance at a 2019 UCI World Cup race, with top riders like Jolanda and Neff pushing the bike to its limits. The bike was literally covered up because it was still in development, and it left us viewers wondering, is that a hardtail? Is there suspension under there? The cat has since been let out of bag and revealed Trek's IsoStrut technology. Now, the bike's not just available to UCI World Cup racers, it's available to the market. Without the sneaky wrapping paper, the Supercaliber was designed to achieve the best riding traits of both a hardtail and a full suspension cross-country bike. There are several build options that range from $5,900 to the jaw-dropping price of $11K. When we were fortunate to have our test riders on the high-end Supercaliber 9.9, with a retail price listed as $9,500. The carbon frame features Trek's Control Freak internal routing to keep cables housing quiet, a knock block headset, boost spacing in the rear, room for 2 water bottles, a tapered head tube, and 60 millimeters of travel with the IsoStrut design. The minimal design of the IsoStrut suspension is how Trek bridged the gap between a stiff pedaling hardtail and a terrain-ready full suspension race bike. The proprietary IsoStrut suspension provides 60 millimeters of total travel, where most suspension has an independent shock and linkage system. Trek's design has the shock as a structural part of the Supercaliber's frame. The proprietary Fox shock mounts just in front of the strut, where an anti-rotational pin is set to prevent twisting within the strut. To lean away from excess lateral movement, the builders completely left out the option of a rear pivot. Instead, the flat carbon seat stays bow about 3 to 5 millimeters vertically. With our test riders eager to clip in and put the Trek engineering to the test, we set off for the dirt. As intended, the Supercaliber lands as a full speed ahead cross-country race bike. It's so darn light, it weighs slightly over 21 pounds with the Shimano XTR pedals we've been testing, and it's remarkably efficient in putting down the power. We felt the biggest takeaway is the no obvious pedal bob during sudden acceleration, yet the suspension design proved capable of opening up and coming alive when the terrain got rough. We realized that the price tag of our test bike puts this particular model at a tough price point for almost any rider. With that said, the rider most likely to purchase a Supercaliber are cross-country racers who are not afraid to spend the money for cutting-edge innovation that can help them land on top of the podium. To keep in touch with our team, make sure to follow us on all your favorite social media outlets, also by heading over to our site, NBAaction.com, and by liking and subscribing.